Hi, this is Susan Bland-Medicis and my series on data tracking. This is the final episode, and I just want to reiterate, when I think of ethical behaviors, the internet is not the first medium that comes to mind. In fact, I think the internet is an ethical desert. In my mind, the internet is populated by cowards that hide behind keyboards and feel entitled to say anything that pops into their head without fear or discretion. It is not exactly a beacon of enlightenment. How did this mentality come to exist? What has led to this outrageous behavior that's never more than a few clicks away? Who knows? Is it that we're unchallenged? Is it that the algorithm simply feeds us a steady diet of what we already believe? Is it that dopamine hit we get from feeling like we've done something without doing anything? What is it that causes this to happen? Has the internet killed critical thinking? Has the internet undermined traditional journalism to the point where references and proof are quaint relics of the past? And why do we refer to the internet like it's an entity and not a product of human invention? We made the internet, and now we have to negotiate its use. Can we do that ethically? Have I scared you yet? Have I made you feel like Big Brother is watching you and trying to sell you a pair of sneakers? Well, I hope I have kind of put you on alert. And now I want to talk to you a little bit about how to protect yourself from online data tracking. Well, there's a bunch of ways. The first is to use privacy-focused browsers and extensions. Brave and Firefox are designed with privacy features such as blocking trackers and cookies by default. Use browser extensions. Install extensions like Privacy Badger, Ghostery, or uBlock Origin to block trackers and ads and enhance your privacy while browsing. There's the Tor browser, which offers enhanced privacy, which routes your traffic through multiple servers, making it difficult to track your location and browser activity. Employ VPNs. A VPN is a virtual private network. It encrypts your internet traffic and masks your IP address, making it harder for websites and trackers to identify your location and browsing history. It puts up roadblocks for them to know exactly who you are and what you're doing. You manage your browsing data. Clear that browsing data. Regularly clear your browser's history, your cookie, and your cache. It's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is go into that help section on your Chrome and type it in, and it will tell you how to do it. Go into private browsing modes. Use the private browsing modes, also known as incognito, to prevent the browser from storing all your histories and cookies. This will have the complication of not remembering you. So they kind of punish you for using those private browsing modes so that it's not going to put your passwords in automatically if you want to go to your favorite shopping site. It's going to make things a little bit slower, a little bit clunkier to use, but it is, in my opinion, worth the effort. Adjust your device level settings. And that means that you have to take a little bit of time and put that time up there and out front and review your device settings. Adjust your privacy settings to control location sharing, app permissions, and other data collection features. Opt out of personalized ads. And, whenever you're given the opportunity to do that, take advantage of it. It can reduce the amount of data collected about you and your browsing habits. Be real careful about data sharing. Read the website policies. I know, they're small, they're long, they're deliberately designed to make it so that you don't look at them, but, do it. Limit your information. Be cautious about what you share on social media and other platforms. For God's sakes, I see so many people put information about their children on the internet, and if I could ever say, this is not exactly data tracking, but it is internet stuff, don't put your kids on the internet. Avoid suspicious websites. Stick to secure websites with that HTTPS and avoid clicking on suspicious links. If the spelling is weird, if you right-click on it and it doesn't match what it's telling you that it is, this is a problem. Be wary of public Wi-Fi. Use a VPN when you're connecting to public Wi-Fi networks to protect your data, because not only are they tracking your data, through all of these websites, but there are bad actors who are trying to get your information just out of the air around you. And so you have to be really aware of what you're doing and where you're doing it. I'm a member of Gen X, And we are the last generation to have escaped without being recorded, videotaped, all over the place. And I, for one, am incredibly grateful. I'm so happy that my youthful indiscretions are not going to live on forever in YouTube videos or on TikTok. And there's something called the right to be forgotten. It's a legal concept that's been enacted in the European Union and in Argentina. Essentially, it says that people have the right to some, but not absolute control over the information that can be found out about them online. I actually have a kind of a sad story about this. I had a young lady call me. She mistakenly thought that I was affiliated with Syracuse.com because she went to a news site called Upstate.com, and it led her to me. And she had a very embarrassing mugshot that was online, and when she searched for her name, it always came up. And it was several years in the past, and she had obviously moved on and had gotten great improvements in her situation and her life, and she wanted it gone. And I felt terrible for her. I explained to her that she had called the wrong people, and I did a little digging for her on her behalf, and I told her that she needed to contact Syracuse.com. And I don't know how that ever worked out. But apparently, Google has been entertaining this right to be forgotten, and they've received 650,000 requests to be forgotten or to have things that were painful and difficult removed from Google searches related to individuals. That's interesting. And there's a lot of controversy about that. Is it censorship? Is it unfair? I mean, we jokingly say the internet is forever. If you've done it and it's online, it is incredibly hard to remove it. So keep that in mind, folks. Data tracking is here to stay. It's something that we're all just going to have to learn to live with. And it's something that we have to be conscious of, and that we have to understand that there will be differing levels of comfort with data tracking. I am a Gen X person, 56 years old. My oldest son is in his mid-30s, and my youngest son is in his early 20s. And we are actually from different generations of internet users. Even though my sons are only 11 years apart, there's a big gap in their comfort levels online. So I refer to myself as an internet tourist. I come in, I see the highlights, I do the big things, the obvious stuff, and I get out of there. My son, who's in his 30s, is an internet immigrant. He started out life without the internet and moved in to the online world. He's very comfortable. He speaks the language. He knows how to work it and use it. And my youngest son, who's 22, is an online native. He was born there. He knows all about computers. He knows all about VPNs. He knows all about how data is tracked. He is very savvy. And it is really kind of shocking. My oldest son and I'm 23 years older than him. I'm 34 years older than my youngest son. And, you know, there's big differences in how we view the internet and how we feel about data tracking. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it. I feel violated by it. I feel like you're snooping on me, and I am, generally kind of offended by how much information about me is available to anybody. My middle child, cautious, protects his online presence, probably a little more savvy than I am and better able to protect his data. And my younger one doesn't care at all. Well, kind of doesn't care at all. He is very aware of how it works. He is, in some instances, completely blasé about the fact that everything is known. And he's very good at protecting his data. I don't even know what a VPN is. My younger one uses them all the time. I think we're going to have to accept that data tracking is here to stay, that bad actors have access to it, and that we've got to be protective of our less internet savvy family. I have family members who are 10, 15 years older than I am, who've gotten into terrible situations online where they are tricked, manipulated, start giving information they shouldn't be giving, and they are young. They're not senile. They should know better, and yet they don't. We have to be alert to that and especially protective of those folks. We have to be especially protective of our young people who may be naive and, again, share too much. And I think that, until and unless there's legislation that protects all of us and our privacy online, it behooves us, the folks who know more about technology and the internet, to protect those folks that we know who are a little less savvy. It's just part of life right now. And I think we're going to see movement and change in the future related to this notion of online privacy. And it is, so stay tuned, because I think this is a rapidly evolving technology, and people's information and awareness of what data tracking is and what it can do is also expanding and evolving. So stay tuned. And thank you.